The mid-air collision over Washington, D.C. has put a new focus on airline safety. Here in Colorado, there have been mid-air collisions that we have covered, but they are extremely rare.
And statistically, flying remains the safest mode of transportation, but there are times when Colorado pilots have had to take action to avoid a collision. Investigative reporter Jeremy Ahola now with us with more on just how often it happens.
Yeah, every day thousands of planes fly out of, into, and through Colorado, and sometimes these planes get dangerously close to each other, causing an emergency alert to pilots to take immediate action. We can see close calls happen a few times a year at Denver's airport and in Centennial. When planes collide in Colorado, they make the news, like this crash in Boulder in 2022. 3 people died. But the vast majority of time, when aircraft get dangerously close, pilots take evasive action to avoid a crash.
But anytime you have humans interacting with machines, you are always at risk. That's why you can never take 100% risk out of flying. Or, I mean, look at driving.
We spoke to 9 News aviation expert Greg Feith about close calls in the air over Colorado. According to a database called the Aviation Safety Reporting System, we found 14 cases over the last 5 years in which pilots have self-reported near mid-air collisions in Colorado. In all the cases, equipment verbally alerted pilots to take evasive action through what's called a resolution alert.
If you get a resolution alert, you don't think about it, you don't talk it over with your co-pilot or your other piloting partner. You just take the immediate action that the system is telling you to take, whether that is to climb or descend.
The most recent close call happened at Centennial Airport in June of last year, when a pilot landing a plane got dangerously close to another aircraft on the runway. The pilot wrote in the report, "This is not the first or even 5th time this has happened at this airport. Low-time students training very close to arriving jet aircraft will result in another mid-air collision." Feith says most close calls happen in the airport environment, but he also stresses flying is still the safest mode of transportation.
We have the safest transportation system as far as aviation is concerned in the world. We run almost 50,000 operations a day in a 24-hour period.
The government will not investigate every single close call. It depends on the circumstance and if pilots are forthcoming about what led up to a near mid-air collision. To stress again, 14 self-reported incidents since 2020 here in Colorado. Compare that to the nearly 2,000 flights that happen nearly every day at Denver's airport. Flying still very much the safest mode of travel out there. Back to you.
You know, it's interesting, Jeremy, this one I think is different because we've seen video of it actually happening. Yeah. So it's not left to your imagination as to what it looked like. And you saw the 2 aircraft just almost measure each other up.
Yeah, and thank God for that equipment, right? I mean, this happens every day across the United States, 14 times here in Colorado since 2020. This is an everyday occurrence that happens across the country, these near mid-air collisions. Thankfully, we have that equipment out there to help pilots stay away from this.
All right, Jeremy, thanks.